And hello there everyone, Hedgehog here and welcome back for Prison Architect. With some nice music on the background. Now in the last episode, what did we do? Cotton plantation up and running, jeans factory up and running and actually producing. We have a morgue and the first person is actually already in there, which means we need to have a look that we get our cemetery up and running. We have a coffin factory, a coffin workshop. So far nobody passed yet, so we are not producing any of them yet, but let's see if we're going to manage to get to that later in this episode. Then of course also what we did was we have our basketball court. Now we need to make some space that we get the bleachers around it. Let's see if that is actually going to fit. Flip. It would fit perfectly once they are there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that would work in there. Okay, so we take those two and those two, and then we can turn that into a nice basketball court. And then of course during yard time they get to either play or not. Now this is in sleep mode, border. Game on, ball gets deleted, floor type concrete, no. Paving stone, no. Roads, no. Wood, definitely not. Laminate, mosaic, metal, tiles, dirt. That's more like it. Okay, now. Yeah, line types. We're going to leave the line types as they are at the moment. And we'll just wait for... let's not move that. Let's move the bleachers. There. And then these ones right there. And those ones go over there, and that means that these ones okay, well we'll have to wait for them to move those, or there we go, now it works. Right there. Let's get them moved. So we can get some basketball playing going on here. Now let's have a look, because we are at work free time. Oh, we don't have yard anymore for maximum security. Actually, well, they have 2 times yard. Interesting. So we'll make that work in free time. They have yard over here, and they are working to 7 to 6 only, because they have free time up there. Okay, so let's get them beauties to eat a little bit earlier. We can go to the yard a little bit earlier. And then let's get them to eat again. Actually, it doesn't really make sense. We'll get them to eat there. Work a little bit more. And actually, let's break that up in 2 blocks. They don't need to eat, work and eat. Okay, so let's take that out. Let's put them on the exact same as all the others, and then we'll start deviating from here. So they are going to be the first ones to eat. So we start food at 7 and 8 for them, which means they get lock up at 6. Then we work. Then we have yard. And then we eat. And let's give them a little bit of free time up there. Okay, so that is a schedule 1 I can work with. But let's send them like that, so we can send them to bed a little bit early, because they wake up earlier as well. They have a much shorter day, Okay, so medium security. They can start off with worker free time. And let's get them to do the same. Now let's eat over here. We'll send them to the yard there. Two, three, four, five. Now let's see that we get one more eat in between here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so they can go straight to sleep after. And these sleeping beauties will get them to sleep a little bit longer. Here we go to lock up. We start with eating for them. Oh no, let's not do just free time, either work or free time. 3 times. Then we go to the yard over there. Then we eat. Then we work and free time a little bit more. And here we'll give them a little bit of, well actually let's get them to eat there. And then we'll give them a little bit of free time at the end. There. So we've got some new schedules. We at least managed to do that. Yes, we definitely need to have a look that we start locking them up. Now what we do need to do is now here in programs we need to reschedule all, because not everything is going to fit for the way we had it. Room not found for the psychiatric consultation. Okay, so we need to build a couple of new rooms there. Okay, so we don't get anybody in coffin production yet, but we do have one that has passed. There's 12 interested. And then manufacturer safety induction, 2 of them have passed. Plantation, 8 have passed. That is all good stuff, because that means that we can start producing. Well, he's still dead. And now they're chopping from here. Did I expand that already? I didn't think so. There. Yep, let's flip that around so they can actually use it. These ones they should be able to find me using them though. Now the wood here is being stored, which is a good thing now, because that is again supplying here. Or, I mean, alternatively, I'm not sure if I remove it. If they're going to do anything with that. I mean, these ones clearly they're not using. Would have been too nice, of course. A would be too nice and B would make too much sense. Let's see that it starts storing the wood on it, rather than taking it all the way out. Well, that seems to be working at least. Now, and since they're fairly busy, let's have a look that we get here. Forestry workmen. let's get a couple more of those. Because technically what they should do is they should be the ones taking in the wood. And they're also the ones who were to be moving these stacks to the storage. If I remember well, that's what I saw happening last time. Now, wood storage rack we still have. And let's dismantle that batch. Okay. So they are all fairly busy. Now, do they now pick this up to move it there? Yes. Okay, so that's why we need the wood storage rack here. Because when they move that, exactly, they move the wood over there. That's when they produce more. Okay, now that is perfect. It just means that we also need to see that we get this production up and running. Okay, now, as I promised, we were going to be looking into this section here, our criminally insane wing. There we go. Now, that is what is going to be the canteen, cafeteria, canteen, whatever we want to call it. White tiles obviously on the floor. Now, and we're going to make all of it the nice padded walls. Just because we know that they're crazy. And then let's close that area off. And that there, so that is the entrance area. Then here we're going to make our kitchen. We have the electricity there. That all seems to go according to plan. Let's have a quick look at utilities though. Okay, so that all seems fine. Water, not entirely. So let's connect those two. And then we pull small pipes from here and small pipe there. Same with this two there. There, so at least we have that working. And then let's see what and how we're going to be building this kitchen. Object. Just search for kitchen. Okay, so this is going to be a nice storage area. Right there. Then oh, the juicer. No, we don't have a juicer yet. We're not going to put it yet either. So that is the 4 times the sink. Now, then we need some cookers. We've got just on this side. There. Now, let's add the doors. Because without the doors, of course, they're not going to be able to get either in or out. So we put a staff door there and a staff door on this side. And then let's get our regular large jail door. One here and one there. There. Now that's going to fix most of it. Flooring, white tiles. There, and let's also cover the lot here. And then just to make sure that it all looks nice and In Unity, let's also cover this with the padded walls. There we go. Then utilities, water connection is not sufficient yet. One, so that ought to cover that. Electricity, I think we're covered. Because that will take it from there. That will take it from there. So yes, we are all good there. And once they're done with the piping there, we should be fine. Now let's see. Do they get yard time? Let's take that out. Let's give them either. Oh, I took the eating time out. Whoops. Free time or locked up time, that's better, because who died and why is the question. Murdered by a prisoner with a knife. Any reason as to why. Destruction, escape attempt, attack the prisoner, find weapons, find tools. Estimated reoffending chance, definitely 0. I don't think he's ever going to do that again. This prisoner is liable to kick off without warning and for no reason. Okay. See, and now I would like to be able to just do check down of the medium security. But we'll just search the individual cell blocks for now. Let's fill up our solitary cells for them. Here as well. Let's do a little bit of research there. Let's see what we find. And there we go. Just to do them a favor, we also search all of them. I'm going to be surprised because they're not going to find mats. And our cotton production is down again to 5%, although we had 9% at the end of the last episode. Maybe that is because they're using it here. And I still don't know, actually, what... Oh, 24 jeans is 1,200. Oh, that is some good business then. And look at them. They're being taught how to make coffins. And yeah, we definitely need to do that because we're running out. We need an extra coffin. Okay, guys. Chop chop. Yeah, another couple in there. Yeah, where I see movement. I see movement. Unfortunately, not enough. Okay, so now this starts to look like it could be utilized as a kitchen. Let's get the room on there assigned as such. There. That ought to do. Indoors cooker, yeah, so that is good. And then here, let's get the serving tables right there. Let's give them the advantage of having a water fountain there. Now let's give them so now I'm going to put these ones there. At the moment it will be empty. Allows a bit of comfort and social status when eating eggs, and chair goes brilliantly with a table. Well, that is fair enough. Let's see that we get our nutcase friends on chairs in this case. Instead of in the benches, let's see if that's going to work. No, that is 8, 16, 24. We had 10, 20, 30 spaces for them. Okay, now let's see that we create some space for them where they can actually kind of enjoy. Oh, I mean define enjoy, of course. There. Then don't need a chair there. Let's give them a pool table. 2 phones. Actually, no. Yes, they get the pool table, but they get the pool table directly there. 3 chairs there, and they get to listen to a radio and not a TV. They haven't earned that yet. There, and now let's give them the phones on this side. There, that ought to work. We'll make it look all nice, warm and homey. Look at that. So they even got a couple of plants. Doesn't that look fancy? Okay, so let's make this canteen. Not sure if they're going to accept it because we don't have benches in there. I mean, we have the serving tables. Yeah, see the bench. So whoever ends up sitting there has a problem because they're going to be the one sitting on bench, if I remember how to spell it. There. Okay, and with that up and running, I can now effectively deployment, turn that into a staff canteen, and we make this one for the insane only. There. Now, it's a good thing that we closed our prison to new inmates from last time. These ones are complaining that there's no canteen accessible to them. It's going to be even better because they're going to have to move. I'm going to make this death row only. There we go. Now let's move all of our newly friends up in there to where their new habitat is going to be. Orderlies, are we moving our friends already? Okay, so now and then in our flooring, time has come to start closing this batch. So they can stop digging through there as well. I spy, catch my eye. I see somebody not connected to water. There, and also there. How come there? Ah, because it ended just before the break. Okay. So let's get that connected and then let's see that we get our friends relocated in there. Okay, so this is now literally the insane security only. Maybe in deployment we ought to open this so they can walk through with them. Okay, now look at that. We have a nice set of coffins. Sales price $300 each. Wonder how much wood they utilize for that. Do we have a couple here already? Oh, look at that. So we are exporting by the mass. We need more trucks. Either that or we need to get our death row up and running so we can start executing people and utilize those coffins. But no, not yet, not yet. But that is good. So the jeans factory is working. Currently mainly run by... Okay, so yes, we're back to 1% now, which means we shall need a bigger cotton plantation. Well, no, actually we don't need bigger. We just need to make it less nice. So we didn't want just mud. We did, but we needed compost. Here. Oh, look at that. Our friends have been digging again, and they nearly made it out. And with that, I think we have the option to expand this way. We have the option to expand this way, which is $120,000, or this way, which is still 80. I'm going to close this off because I don't think we're going to be utilizing it anymore, and at least it's no longer interesting for them to dig through it. So we close that off. And then we can demolish this. Don't know why she put a door in there, but it works. Okay, so we go for the demolished walls, and now we can put the unstable water there. And then we can also finally close off there. We'll take the normal tiled fence, close off this, and we put a staff gate in there. These ones can be dismantled. See, at least they're digging underneath the doors. Perimeter wall, why are you still not removed? Close to our priority now. Let's go. And then, oh yeah, while we're at it, let's remove the tunnels. Doesn't really have use anymore anyway. And then that's it. For now, they only have programs or lockup. It's done wandering around for now. Because they literally walk everywhere. We'll just wait for them to be taken and finally start residing here. Now, look at that. They have by far the nicest canteen of all. We do have the issue though that we don't have the rest of the facilities up yet. But let's now go a little bit more drastic. It's bulldozing time. Okay, so there we go. That is bulldozing time. Let's get rid of that so we can start setting up our psychiatrist offices. Don't understand why we don't have light in here though. Or maybe that's just me. But let's give the chaps a light in there. You, sir, are a pig. He needs freedom, he needs drugs. Oh, that's the other thing. Let's get some medicine dispensers in here. And we'll put them in there like the candy dispensers. And actually, let's just place a couple of them around. Just in case they need some medicine. There. Okay, so that's better. Now he has a light in there. Also need to fix the light in there. And our poor janitors are cleaning. Now, and with that, it is also time that we start looking into the waterworks here, how exactly we're going to continue the current setup. Because I want actually one to go this way, with an opening right there, and then closing it off there. To the officers wing, and we also need to get some parole up for the criminally insane, because even though they're criminal and they're insane, they're still up for parole and for reviewing and all that. But all that in the next episode of Prison Architect. Thank you very much for joining, for passing by once again, and of course for liking, commenting, and giving me any feedback on these videos. Now, in the next episode, we're going to continue here setting up the criminally insane wing. We're going to have a look to set up the command rooms in the other 3 of the sections, so more and more it gets completed down here. The plantation is more and more ready. That's something I can actually still drop in there before we step out of the door here. There we go. Let's get a nice set of plants in there. And then let's see how that works, because we might then also just fill it up. But for that we also need to check out the flooring and put out more compost. There. So that is done. That is work on the way. And I say thank you very much. See you next time here for more Prison Architect.